people. There we go. I'm back. There we are. Get my mic on in the end. But welcome back to the Pro League, guys. So, 16-3. Let's digest that. No, actually, let's just move straight on, shall we? Swiftly on. Astralis up against VP, now on Cash. Yep. Now, actually, even Carrigan just tweeted out saying this is going to be a very different match. Cash is very much VP's territory.
Well, yeah, and I don't think we can possibly see a worse VP than what we just saw.
Worse, could it?
No, I hope not, because that was looking dire for...
Don't ever do a machine. You know, we'll never have a 16-2 again.
Yeah, no. I'm definitely not going to do Moses and be like, this is 100% not going to... Or there's 0% chance.
Yeah, 0% chance. Yeah. You never go full Moses, man.
Never go full Moses.
I hope they turn up this game. Like, I really do. It's so hard to predict whether they're going to... Like, what VP is going to just be on the server at what day. Like, they're so inconsistent recently that it's just so hard to predict.
I mean, we should stay on point and, you know, just say, hey, a Source team just beat a 1.6 team.
Yeah. Take that, Anders.
Take that, Anders. Henry G and all his Source friends are going to be coming to get you. And actually, we should point that out. You know, they're talking about the Source. It's like, hang on a minute. You've got Astralis, Envy, G2, Dignitas, members of NIP. These are all Source players. It's like, whoa, guys, back down. Okay, it's one big happy family now. The 1.6 and Source team are all together again. And there's $1 million on the line coming soon. Yeah. So everybody's happy about that.
And just also has to keep in mind that he can actually run with that leg, so you know there's no escaping Henry and his friends once they get to an event together. So,
well, I mean, he's got no chance of the UK guys going.
And I mean, that's it. Just
I'm looking at you as well, Sliggy. I'm looking at you, Sliggy.
We don't talk about the UK scene.
I saw Fifth Laren calling you out the other day. I'm looking at you, buddy.
Yeah, he did call me.
Say, wait. Is that Sliggy from the UK scene that used to abuse everyone?
Yeah. That guy's long dead. I'm a nice guy now. Lovely guy.
You're a lovely guy.
Lovely guy.
Fifth Laren's took over your role, I think.
Yeah.
He just calls everyone out now. Yeah. But, okay, come on then. Seriousness. Do VP have a chance of waking the hell up? Because that was like the VP we saw last week, 2 weeks ago, and not the one we saw yesterday.
I want to say yeah. I do want to say yeah. So I'm going to say yeah. I think because they're at boot camp, they can just.
I want to say it. So I'm going to say it.
I'm going to say it. They can just
quality
forget that
analysis,
map. Exactly. They can just forget that map, and I think this will be different. I think they'll turn up and hopefully.
You reckon they're going to win it? They're going to split 1-1.
They're going to win it.
Oh no!
They're going to win it. But I think they're going to turn up and actually make it into a game.
Yeah, into a competitive game. Because it seems like VP kind of gave up on Overpass pretty early on, and you would have imagined if they really had their hearts in it, they would have called for a tactical pause at any given point. You know, they maybe not necessarily wait till it's like 13-1 or something, but you know.
Do you think it was one of those times where like, yeah, we've given Overpass a little thought. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. No, actually, you know what? We're gonna ban this one. Kind of it's just not gonna bother playing it. But,
I don't know, but that's the kind of weird result you get when Astralis plays VP on Overpass, because I think you could go like 2 matches back on Overpass as well, and you had VP beating Astralis 16-5. So, and it happens every now and again. Sometimes teams just doesn't show up.
Yeah, I think, that's Overpass is that weird map where they had last year. You saw obviously Astralis, who were TSM back then, win 16-3, and then 2 days later in Face It was like 5-16 the other way. It's just like what's happening here? Yeah,
so it's really hard to pinpoint what the teams are doing. What I liked from Astralis and what we saw in this game, obviously not to just focus on how poorly VP did, but Astralis in the past have been really reluctant in doing a lot towards the B-bomb side until it's very late into their T side. This time they pretty much just went B on every single buy round and punished VP repeatedly. So they're definitely trying out new stuff, and it's working from the looks of it, and that's good. And also gives VP a pretty clear warning shot that you actually have to do something about your B setups and how you play that map.
Yeah, you can't just face check every time. It just doesn't
work. Pretty much.
Pretty much how it went. We're just waiting for the guys. They are changing the server, we've been told. So they will be ready shortly. Actually, I want to spin back. NIP apparently are not boot camping.
Okay, so the pictures from Sweden,
that
all a decoy?
Apparently just exists house or something. I don't know.
Well, he does live far up north in Sweden, so I would assume there's a ton of snow right now.
Which, it's like, why would they not be boot camping? I don't know, that kind of...
I guess they might do a shorter boot camp right before they leave, or they figured that they're not going to be able to get the logistics in order before the event.
Seems a little strange. We'll find out. Maybe that's just wrong information, but... I want to spin on to the SK Fnatic because we may not get a chance to quickly talk about that one. What are we thinking then? Okay, we've seen Overpass just a moment ago, pretty stompy. And bearing in mind, Fnatic beat Astralis on Overpass just at the weekend. So,
Pretty good on Overpass.
So you pretty good chances of beating SK.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't really see a world where Fnatic loses to SK when they're just fully focused. I don't see this. They just
Don't
probably
go full
just
Moses.
no. Yeah, that's why I didn't say 100%. Right, but I don't really see Fnatic giving this up, especially now that they have the opportunity to place themselves so well in the league that they can qualify early, and that's obviously big weight off your shoulders. You can focus on other things while you're just set and qualified, and put your attention to other things.
Which is the problem that I guess Navi are having now, because they've just said obviously they had the internet problems, but they're 4-4 now, so it's starting to become dangerous territory for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And bear in mind they got to the finals in obviously the Pro League last year, so it's a real issue for them. Well, don't worry, guys, we will be ready to go in just a moment. We're still waiting for the admins to give us the nod. I can look across and see that there is 6 people in server right now. And I would tell a lie. I think there's 10. I think there is 10 in server. Apparently, they're going in knife in 90 seconds. Okay, quick predictions on score down to the round.
Oof. I'm gonna say VP does better, but they don't win. So 16-12.
16-12. That's a good. That's a healthy score.
Yeah, VP are good on cash.
That's going to run us late. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. 16-10, I think, to Astralis, but. Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on pistol rounds. I think if VP pick up some pistol rounds, start getting the economy going, then it could be a lot closer. Right. But yeah, 16-10 from.
A little bit closer. I'm going to go 16-7. I don't have much faith.
No hope.
No, I don't have much faith. I feel Astralis are on the ball tonight. So, guys, we are going to get the game underway. We're going to go over to the casters. It is the Don Semler himself and Chesty G.
Hi, welcome back, guys. I think I know how to end this argument, once and for all.
Which one? Okay.
1.6.
Right.
And the reality is that it doesn't really matter. We're all one big happy family and the most important, biggest CSGO version ever to have existed. So, good night, 1.6. Good night, Source. Here, let me pat some more dirt on your coffins, on your graves. And let's go ahead and enjoy the great game that we have here.
Quite mature of you. I thought you were going to have a big butt there and have some brutal flame.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying let's celebrate the present.
That's what I'm saying.
Past is
Why
the
do
past.
people keep bringing this up?
Past is the past, baby. It's all about the glory.
It's not me
of
firing
CSGO
shots.
today.
I'm just here doing my thing.
I know, it's fun, isn't it? I like your tweet to that one guy, though. He was like, go and find the 5 relevant Source players. Sit down. I'm just like, okay, bro. It's not like half of the top teams in the world come from Source. Like,
I enjoy people like that. I actually have no idea what they're talking about getting involved. I just you have to roast them sometimes.
You do. I mean, sometimes people just got to learn some humility, maybe do some research first before opening their yaps. But here we go.
Well, VP absolutely stomped in the first map. And Cash, though, Astralis, for me...
They're doing a VP. What is this?
They're ready, man. They're going in. A lot of teams are doing this. It's not like it's an orthodox thing, right? A lot of teams are doing this. They feel like this is the way forward.
Just not a fan.
I know you're not. But one smoke towards Connector from VP. They have got a couple of flashes as well, 4 sets of armor. This would normally suggest a fast boost added towards the actual crates. They're going for a red boost here. That's actually kind of cool. So they'll be on the right-hand side of middle, undetected, right? Flashbangs come over and going to make their way completely into middle. No confrontation whatsoever from Astralis.
Oh, that was very slick. And Kerrigan, good. He doesn't overextend on his peek into mid. Just takes a quick little step out there, confirms that he sees Virtus.Pro in mid, and now it's going to be the full-on rotation towards that B side here for Astralis, and already Device laying into him. He finds the first headshot, and the rotation still coming in. Device, Cajun, and Dupree. It's going to turn into a murdering ground. Bialy is here. He is trying to put up a fight, and he does get 2 headshots to bring it back, but it's still a man advantage here for the CT side. Luckily for VP, they get onto the site. They're going to be able to get that bomb plant. They should be able to get that bomb plant. Kerrigan, he might deny it.
Oh,
what a save for Taz. Oh, this is getting good, Henry. This is getting good. Taz has got 6 HP left. Can he clutch it? He needs to hit the headshot, and he's not going to do it.
I'm surprised that Taz managed to take down Kerrigan there when he forced him to take the bomber down. Getting the bomb down meant everything there. It was actually, like you said, a very slick approach from VP there. Boosting that red box, just getting to the right-hand side of middle, undetected. If there is anyone there, they're not going to be pre-firing that side of mid. They're going to be ready on the right-hand side, right? So that's actually kind of an interesting approach. That's not something I've seen before.
That's all the little details, right?
Yeah, so you never expect that to be coming in. That's actually pretty sick.
And I like the quick reactions from VP as well. As soon as they get spotted on A, they're like, oh, okay, hold on. Maybe they might start rotating over towards A. Quickly, we can get up in defense and just hit B. But, you know, they weren't counting on Device. I mean, basically, it's just turning into a total blender over there, so...
Well, you can see Astralis once again preparing for the AK's next round. 5 rifles on the board and not a single SMG. There's some HEs to hold them off as well. You'd assume they'll keep things nice and long range here. And I think they're looking like boosting up to quad, it seems like. Zipex getting that 1 frag position and actually just drops down accidentally. So not going to amount to much, but simple smoke coming in and a fast execute coming in from VP.
Oof. Laying into him, and there's the crossfire, hard at work. Zipnix is standing his ground, trying to play the angles, and he's going to do a magnificent job between the 3 of them, because Cajun B ended up getting in a piece of that action. Between the 3 of them, they just completely annihilate that push. So no joy for VP. Luckily for them, they got the bomb plant and the pistol, so they have the money to go for rifles here. But yeah, that was very one-sided.
Yeah, it's a throwaway round, really. Like, if you're not going to purchase anything, you're going for this one. And Astralis are aware of that as well, just farming a bit of cash, boosting their utility a bit here, getting the smokes out, getting the nades, incendiaries. They're going to have a strong buy going into this one. VP, not so much. They've got 5 AKs, but only 3 smokes. That's pretty much it. And it's an aggressive round coming in from Astralis here. Neo does take down KGB, but it's neutralized straight away. It goes down to a 4-on-4. And you feel like Astralis will be pretty happy with that, considering what's going on right now. VP now boosting up towards middle, trying to find the next frag. They have got the control. Going to shoot out the vents for now, but Dupree is going to hear that. And they're just going to sit on the B-bomb, so no one's going to be showing any presence towards middle whatsoever.
No, instead, Bialy and Snacks are managing to push in. It's Pasha who catches out Dupree. So nicely done there from the vents. A little bit of an element of surprise. He doesn't know that Kerrigan is holding close to vents, though. But look at this Bialy pushing all the way up onto short. He's trying to hold an angle to see if he can't catch Zipnix out, because Zipnix is pushed into A main, and now Zipnix has got bomb control. But there's a backstab coming in here from Snacks, and he has no idea that Device is at his back. Free kill for Device. He gets an AK out of the mix as well. And VP, it was looking so good.
Yeah.
Both, like, all of these rounds, obviously apart from the second, but the pistol, this round, it's a lot of thinking on your feet from Virtus.Pro's side, but they're just losing it one man at a time right now.
Yeah, this is going to be Bialy remaining now. And he hasn't got the bomb, but he does find the kill onto Zipex. So does have something to work with here. In 45 seconds, Device towards CD Truck. It's going to say it's an interesting battle to go for. It's going to be smoked out for now. So you'd assume the bomb is going to go down. Bialy being a little bit aggressive here. Just trying to find the rotating players, and actually gets Kerrigan down as well. So all of a sudden, this becomes very viable for him indeed. Device is not out of kit, and he's at 46 HP as well.
He might be able to rotate in. Did somebody have a kit on short? He might be able to get this headshot. Bialy spots him, though. Drops him down to 20 HP, and Bialy, he's at full. But doesn't matter when there's an AK in play. All Device needs is a headshot to make this retake happen. He's got a smoke to play with as well. And Bialy, man, couldn't get any closer. 22 HP on Bialy, 20 on Device. And Device is just powering forward, trying to make noise, trying to make Bialy guess the wrong angle. And it's going to be the straight-up jump at Device with the clutch.
Why not? It's actually really intelligent play there from Bialy. Obviously, you saw him drop that smoke, like to give the signal. I'm crossing to the bomb, so I'm going to plant. You see Kerrigan reacting to that as well, just like knife out, trying to come in to stop the plant going down. Bialy finds that kill and makes things very interesting, but Device, very patient clutch there, coming in, jumping on the bomb, so it takes him down, and it's actually going to be another round going in favour of Astralis. So they get the bomb down, though, VP, and Zipex had enough. He's just jumped out of the server. Everyone's leaving. They're just calling the GG right now.
Yeah, what is this?
This is okay.
You expect one guy to go 2?
Maybe.
And on the winning team as well?
Oh, so the soundbite is like the update in CS:GO right now. So if you alt tab when you're in game, you start hearing random sounds from the other side of the map, and it can be really off-putting, from what I've heard.
Oh, it can be. Yeah, no, that actually happened to me after the update.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the hell is going on?
I haven't played since the update, so I can't confirm how annoying it is.
You know, some casters play the game.
Some
just talk about
of them are working instead of being at home, chilling out, taking some precious time off. I'm here delivering entertainment.
Maybe somebody should, decide. Maybe I need a couple of days off to be able to play the game that I talk about.
No. Money talks.
Money talks. No money, no life.
Yeah, exactly.
We going for an ancient Asian proverb here.
You've got a nice home life and stuff like that. I've got nothing going on. I've got nothing else going in my life apart from CS. So I've got no reason.
At least Sato's got a dog, I guess.
Yeah. So he's got something to go home for. I've got no one
waiting. Wait, you got a dog too. You got that white fluffy thing that you took a shirtless photo selfie with one day. I was like, you're right, Henry. Actually, you're right. After seeing that selfie, I understand, bro. It's all good. We're here for you, man.
That's how low it's got. Believe it or not, I have to sleep on the floor with that dog every night of my life as well. Like, we don't have a bed for me to sleep in, so there's no door. So he insists on sleeping right next to me, like barking, of course, all night. Need to wake up at 6 a.m. Yeah, that dog is like one of the thorns in my side, I have to say. He actually depresses me more than he brings me happiness. So
he's like one of those little dogs as well, so I'm sure he's like all yippy, running around.
He literally doesn't like sleeping, and he's like jumping on your head and just running around in the middle of the night. It's like one of the worst things to go through. So that's why I prefer to be casting events than sleeping on the floor with him. if I'm honest.
Fair enough, bro.
But yeah.
Fair enough. Well, you know, the thing is, fair enough, but I still have no mercy for you because I had a place for you waiting in Stockholm.
Oh,
and,
it all
you know,
comes round.
it all comes around.
Anyway, this is where, well, I was about to say, it's where it gets interesting. It's actually where literally it's not very interesting at all. It's going to be a Molotov coming in. It should be an absolute bloodbath here. Carrigan does take down Bialy. And he's going to have flashbangs. They're going to be locking down VP all over the shop here. Not a single frag found. And a partial buy here, not really amounting to much. Just snacks at the bomb will be taken down in the end. And it's going to be 5 players remaining for Astralis. So continuing their very strong form. We saw on Overpass. Just AWPs coming out now. And Neo could pick up an AWP as well, but opting for an AK as well. So 5 AKs, going to have that buff of utility going into round number 5.
Okay. And he gets a decoy made? Interesting. I'm wondering what strat he's got in mind that requires a decoy.
Well, it can be used in different situations, right? Like you can use it, pretend it's a flashbang, pop around the corner. If you have $50, why not?
Oh, buddy,
it's a
device. Huge. I mean, definitely a late push for that kind of play. So he decides to get in there. Kerrigan, though, is going to hit a headshot onto Snacks. That was into Squeak. So Kerrigan bringing it back here, making it just a little bit more even. And in the meantime, look at this push coming in from Dupree through B Halls. He's just going to completely outflank Virtus.Pro. If Virtus.Pro commit to this A site, Dupree is going to be right up behind them so quickly. This is all about Astralis now just buying time for Dupree to be effective. Zipnix decides to face anyway. He's going to take that fight with Taz and win it. But still, Dupree, I mean, this is the guarantee. Running out into the open, Zipnix is insane. He gets 2 kills, so he trades his life dearly, but making it interesting for us here.
Oh, Dupree coming in with this pretty massive backstab here as well. You feel like he's going to pick up this kill onto Neo all day long.
Oh man, and Neo just checks. The timing.
Over. There's the bomb dropped as well. And now it's just going to be Bialy. With not really much to work with. Apart from he's got a decent position. And this is good, the refrag coming in from Carrigan straight away. So they did manage to find the first kill there as well. It was Device going down with that aggressive push into A main. But Carrigan, I don't think we caught the headshot, but it seemed like it was pretty crisp from what I heard. Nice little 1 bullet. But
man, I'm a bit surprised at Device though, because I don't even think he had a flash to go in there to warn it or anything. He just kind of like YOLO'd in.
It was quite a late spawn as well, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, it's the fact that the 2 players were so close to him by the time he goes in, that's kind of surprising. You would take that. But they win the round regardless, and VP now a maximum loss bonus will be able to buy into this round with AKs once again. And it looks like Dupree's going aggressive. He's going to be getting into, at least got us to Jake and box of what he did.
This is pretty much the one spot you can be in to counter that smoke that VP just threw down though. Because VP are hoping that you're on the site somewhere, that you're in checkered, you're going to be blocked off. Now Dupree, if the angle works out, of course he's against Snacks, like the smoke master, so this could get nasty. But he's going to be able to spray down Pasha, so at least in that horrible situation, he trades 1 for 1.
Well, after getting that trade, terrorists traditionally do have the advantage, but considering the lack of utility for the T's, and Zipex is pushing in and getting a double kill as well. It's impeccable. Double headshot. Really nice stuff there from Zipex, and he gets taken down in the end, but he's done his job now. That's it. It's going to be a 3-on-2. He worked out where they are. They have 1 minute remaining in the bomb, but that's a really nice reaction from him.
Yeah, actually that is the thing. I mean, if we want to be nitpicky about it, you know, he could have just backed off
Exactly.
and played it
I
safe.
always
If
say
you
that.
really wanted to be perfect with that. But the first 2 were just so ridiculous.
When you make that kind of play and then you've won the round for your team, you always fall back, right? They just think like just play the odds and feel like we've won the round. If I die, maybe this could fall away from us, but Device is just going to guarantee it. He just faces towards mid. He takes down Snacks, and now Nair will be punished as well. We're going to 6-0. Is this going to be a rinse and repeat of what we saw in the first map? That huge 16-3 scoreline.
I'm just blown away by how crisp that was from Zipnix, man. That was a thing. Look at this. And he just snaps up there. Just barely spots the guy out of the corner of his eye. Looks like Bialy was trying to check mid for some reason or something, so the timing works for Zipnix. But the second kill as well. Zipnix is just so goddamn good.
You're a big fan.
I am a big fan of Zipnix, definitely, man. He is incredible. But I've always been more of a fan of like the core players, like the Crims, the Zip,
Yeah, sure.
the MBK.
Dupree, you mentioned he always fancied himself as a bit of an AWPer, and I think in these kind of games when they're completely running away with it, he definitely gets an opportunity to have a go. Going to be a 5-on-4, bit of a partial buy coming from VP. Just upgraded pistols and body armor. Have a few smokes. I'd assume they're going to go for a smoke and quad, highway, maybe towards spawn as well, and try and just get in on the bomb site, get another plan down here. Here comes the execute. But it's quite a telegraphed execution. You'll see these smokes coming from a mile away, and the buy they have, you can almost be certain they're going to go for a fake.
It's Device who's camping quad right now. He's not really going to have too much help. Once those smokes come in, though, Cajun and Kara are going to be able to rotate in very quickly. Cajun holding the line, just hoping to get lucky with the shot through. HE goes down, and Device with that P250 up close. The flash is flawless, however. Now it comes down to Kerrigan to get some work done, and he's going to be able to trade up 1 for 1, but then the AWP comes into play. Well done by Snacks, and they're just getting picked off left and right. Cajun B, man, this is a monster. Just runs right in here, shreds too. Now it's all on Bialy here with that AK. Jump and spray coming in from Zip, of course.
Of course.
Of course. And yeah, very clean round, clean retake coming in for Astralis.
Well then, got a little bit interesting when they killed Device at the quad area and picked up the AWP. Ideal opportunity to take some players down as they rotate in, only managing to pick up one there. And it was a pretty clean retake in the end from Astralis. We go to 7-0, but that partial buy and getting the bomb down once more means they do get an injection of cash, at least going into round number 8. You can see the AWP is now, it's on Neo, and we'll see what he can do it. We can assume maybe boost it up towards mid, go for that first pick. Problem is they are getting Molotov out of position. When the CTs have so much cash, you have to kind of slow things down and work out how you're going to approach it. So it looks like a fast A approach here. All 5 players committed to this side of the map. And Zipex going to be a little bit sneaky here.
Oh, this is going to be nasty. If he stays to this, if he sticks to it, nobody's checking him. This is going to be a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Double, and he stays alive. He gets through back through A main, but he decides to swap out. If he'd had stuck to the M4, Pasha would have died 100%. Instead, now it's going to be a retake with 2 ops. Still, Zipnik's making it close. But there's no way. There is no way that VP lose this round now.
Surely. Well, they've got incendiaries.
Oh, no. Well, that's one way to do it.
The face for no reason from Snacks, and then the incendiary towards quad as well. That's going to make Tad's face. He's going to be out of position now, and Dupree, opportune moment for him to step up here. And Tad's just out of position, and he actually hits a shot. He had to hit that to win this round, and he gets the double as well. So really nice play from Taz, but when Dupree picked up that kill, I got a little bit scared for VP, I have to say.
I did, honestly. And the follow-up Molotov as well. Taz had nowhere to go. It's like quad, Molotov'd out. Default on the site, Molotov'd out. Oh, but Zipnik's, he was not expecting that third player to push through the smoke behind him. You can see he's just going for the nade.
You're absolutely right. Like, he has the advantage in that gunfight because Pasha's coming through in a grey screen. Obviously, he has to get that kill back. He just had no real option there. And the fact is, Zipex pulled the nade out. Obviously, it was his downfall. But finally, Virtus.Pro do arrive on the scoreboard here. 7 plays 1. Big round for them. This would be in the full reset, so need to try and get a couple in a row here. Neo obviously still back on the AWP. Have to salvage that from last round. And Snacks made his way to the end of Squeaky Door right now. Just kind of listening out for any footsteps, any boosts coming in. And we can see them actually the bomb down towards B, and Zipex going aggressive, of course. Nading in towards main. Doesn't land any damage just yet, but it's a much slower paced round here as Pasha just sat behind that smoke, seeing whether he can get something rolling here. But Cajun boosted up in defense, I believe. Yeah, he's up in the patrolling middle.
Molotov's going out as well. Partial flash, and a touchdown HE straight onto Zip. And the follow-wall spray, follow-away spray. Big spray coming in from Bialy. He catches out Kerrigan, who's playing on Big Red. And even does a little bit of damage to Zipnix, keeping him entertained over here on the A site. But still, this is some great control coming in here from Dupree. He should be able to spot the man out, gets the headshot, yes, takes out Taz, and now it's just Neo and Bialy. Bialy on that A site, not long for this world, and neither is Neo. That is actually crazy from Astralis, because that pressure's pretty intense over on the A site. I mean, Bialy, they only spot Bialy, yes, but he gets like nearly 2 kills out of that.
Almost.
So
yeah.
for Astralis to still be chilling on that B site with 2 guys waiting, I mean, that is some great defense coming out from the Danes.
Well, there's Cajun B in that vent area, who's boosted on pretty early. He comes in, takes a 1 player down, gets all the attention as well, and it's just a perfect crossfire at that stage. That's the full reset coming in. And VP, I think they have 1 AK to work with this. Just going to be Taz, who's forced up. He's got the AK and body armor, and actually getting the first frag as well, making it pay. As Cajun B now left up against 5 players.
Well, there's the first one down. Taz with the follow-up. Taz again delivers. This is when, you know, sacking your teammates, it works. Well, Taz, that was the end of his run. Neo is still here, but Kerrigan annihilates him. And now it is going to be the straight-up retake here, a 1v3. And Pasha, all he can do now is get that bomb plant. It's the best thing he can hope for.
But he will be removed from the server momentarily. So that definitely helps him out going forward in the next round. And taking a little bit of damage there with the remaining Molotov. We're going to see the money coming in. It's actually pretty decent, you know, after the full reset. The bomb helps. What did you say? I messed up.
Yeah, Zipnix with the smiley.
Ah.
Dude, Zipnix 15-1-5. Okay.
15-5 after 10 rounds. It's pretty sick.
I'm wondering, you know, Kerrigan, he tweeted after that first match where he's like, oh, it's going to be on cash and it's going to be a lot harder.
What's the thing?
You know, if you do that, right, where you try and keep your hopes down, where it's like, oh, it's going to be really rough.
Their T-sided cash is actually not that great. They rely very heavily on the clutch situations. They don't have many convincing rounds to talk of. We cast them a lot. And it's their T-side that definitely are their downfall and their area. Device, we talk about being this dynamic player moving around the map. This time he's in Squeaky Door, making things happen. He drops the bomb as well. That's given up the game. And now Zipex just still relentless here. If he dies in this situation, he's given the advantage back to VP, but needs to be very careful. It takes a lot of damage and just getting out. That's Dupree balancing the situation a little bit more, and he takes down Pasha on the other side.
Yeah, so no lurk possible there for Pasha to be able to get in here and try and weaken the defense. I mean, they're still hanging out on this B site. That's probably what Pasha was thinking, is that, oh, they found the bomb. They're just going to rotate off of B, right? And so I might be able to get in here for a backstab scenario. That just didn't happen. Missed shot by Neo. Unfortunately for him, he had an opportunity there. Bialy isn't going to miss. But it's still a 2v4 here. And now Astralis, they're just kind of closing in. They're close enough to A main with 2 players to be able to hear the movement here. This boost that comes in, and Taz, well, it's all on Taz, and he just gets ejected by Xyp9x, who just continues to reign supreme.
They're just being ruthless right now. Like, Astralis, this is like the no respect mentality. As soon as you spot a player on one side of the map, they're just pushing everywhere. And they're actually winning the gunfights across the board as well. VP just not really turning up to this one whatsoever. If you want to talk history recently, I guess recently, like, you remember the 16-0 incident with King at DreamHack Valencia? That's like, this is kind of similar scene to it right now. And they're not really bringing much to the table, I have to say.
We never speak of that again.
No, that was my first ever international event. That's
Get
what
out.
Yeah.
Damn, time flies. Well, time is no matter for Bialy. It doesn't matter anymore, right? He's gone. Snax is going to take out Kerrigan, though. That was up on the A site. Snax with a successful rush. And Pasha with the Tech 9. He's going to be doing some damage at least. He takes out Device, but that's all they'll achieve. 3 players survive for Astralis, so still success as far as they're concerned.
Absolutely. And it's 11-1 now, and this is just getting to the point of no return now for VP. They need to be winning this round. Money wasn't great. I think it was about 3,800, 3,900 across the board. So do have the AKs and a little bit of utility. They've got the smokes, a couple of mollies, and let's see what they can bring to the table this time. So far, it's been pretty lackluster across the board. Astralis is being so confident, pushing in everywhere. Device is rolling as well with the AWP. Now he's going towards B to change his position up once again. But this time he's looking like more of an A attack coming in. Snax got shut down towards Squeaky last time. This time being a little bit more careful.
Oh, and there is an aggressive play over there. Snax, Pasha, they're just exchanging frags all over the place across the map. And they did catch out the one, but then Dupree in mid will find the refrag on Pasha. And again, Astralis, they retain that man advantage until Bialy steps in. He tried to push through, and he actually got through that smoke and caught Xyp9x off guard, it looks like. So the headshot on Xyp9x, and now all of a sudden the pressure is applied here on the A site. Bomb is rotating in from Squeak as well. So it comes down to whether Bialy can actually hold this site long enough for his mates to get here.
Well, we've got plenty of time to play with here, so Bialy just patrolling the closed zones area, but the problem is we have got KGB close on the site. He'll be listening out for that bomb plant coming in. They've got incendiaries to drop on the default positions as well. You assume they're going to be coming in any second, and there it is. Dupree does take down one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. I want to see it go towards a bomb site, but Taz will get it down. 2-on-2 now. All to play for. And you have a decoy to hold them off, it seems, on the VP side.
Well, with some really judicious use, you know, maybe. Don't hold on to that nade too long, Device. Taz will catch you. And he misses the shot. Device, golden opportunity there to bring it down to a 2-on-1. Now life is going to get a bit difficult.
Okay. Or not.
Or not.
All very comfortable indeed, it seems. As Dupree gets his third kill of the round.
I thought Neo might have a bit more, you know, he might just sack Taz because he's playing in a bit of an unlikely spot. You know, up there exactly in the little corner, in the little cubby. But no, he just decided to face and fall.
Well, then it's going to be 12-1 now, and what kind of loss bonus we at now? It's back to maximum, and with the bomb pile as well, you can just keep buying at this stage. You can just have guns for days, and they're going to have a pretty decent buy as well. Smokes and Molotovs, and at this point, I would say I don't disagree with this. Let's join us for Rush B, guys. Let's see what happens.
They haven't done it yet.
Let's give it a go.
The Device might get caught. He's got that AWP. It's not necessarily the best gun to have versus a Rush. This could actually work out very nicely here for Virtus.Pro. Oh, and Device 2 shots. No, okay, he did get the tag, but not the kill. And he will get the follow-up. Now does he go for the repeat? Yes, he does. He gets the follow-up onto Taz. Now he gets another one. No, he misses the shot, but he will get the wallbang onto Bialy. And finally, Snax is able to wrap around.
Oh,
But it's just a shooting gallery.
That looked so poor from VP. What the hell are they even doing there? Like, that's just shocking. Oh well.
No respect.
That's like Device. Like the fact you get like 2 frags, you normally think, okay, I've done my work now. I'll fall back, get more passive. Let's fall back. Let's rearrange ourselves. Let's just keep baiting. They're not even shooting back at this stage. They're just like kind of looking at him from B storage and just like surrendering. Just to put me out of my misery.
We
Device,
are
please.
witnessing that, man. This is 13-1, just like what we saw on the map before.
So from when we saw a team yesterday turned up beating Envious and looking like
pretty good.
Back and actually,
Envious right now must be kicking themselves. They're like, how in the hell did we lose versus this team yesterday? What is this garbage?
Oh, so far it has been garbage. It has to be said. 13-1. We're going to round number 15 here. A scout on Neo. They have got 5 AKs, but lacking head armor and literally no utility apart from a flashbang. It's going to be trying to And that's a brutal kills, and it's working so far. Taz and Pasha taking down Device and Carrigan. 5-on-3. And they don't need to rush the situation. Don't force it. Make the CTs make the mistake this time. They're going to be rotating and trying to find a kill. You've got a minute remaining, so just hold on.
Oh, this is going to get fun. Dupree knows that Pasha's holding close. They turn away. Oh, unfortunately, what is this? How does Dupree get out of there in one piece? Well, I guess they have the info. They know that he's there. But it's going to be lining up in headshot. He spots both of them. So now they can just pounce on this A site, Virtus.Pro. They get a free plant, and they even have Snacks there to hold one off. Takes out Cajun, so now it's all on Dupree. 1v3, and he has so many angles to worry about. Not expecting the second man. 2 players exactly waiting in connector for him, and that worked out perfectly for Virtus.Pro. He gets the first kill and then falls to the second one.
This went a lot looser, didn't they? They didn't really have anything to work with. Let's just face every single situation and see what we can do with it. Find the first 2 kills and play the clutch situation quite nicely there. So 13 plays 2. I have seen comebacks to this kind of like stature before, but whether it can happen this time, considering the way VP will be playing, I'm not so sure right now.
Well, you've spoken about an unimpressive Astralis T-side, right?
Absolutely, that's true. But if they win the pistol, it's not going to matter. You know, it doesn't matter how pistols can. If you just want to do a straight up rush B, and that can be an effective strategy in CS:GO. Like you can just make it a 50-50 and it's over right now. But if it does get down to the gun rounds, if VP get a clean 3-0 here, Astralis definitely do struggle on their T side of cash. It's one of their weaker halves, I'd say, across the board. So we'll see what they can bring to the table. They're going to be bringing a Desert Eagle on Dupree. Why not? And a smoke and 2 flashbangs. And VP on the other hand, 4 sets of armor and a smoke for middle. That's going to be deployed by Snacks. And we'll see how this one goes down. It's actually a quite aggressive strategy, looking like from the CTs here, going towards A main, and actually pushing in very aggressively as well. Going to be Pasha. And a counter boost coming in towards middle, and there's the kills flying in. VP taking full control of this situation.
Yeah, this split really not working out for Astralis one bit. Cajun, he needs to be able to pick off Pasha here. Even getting a little team damage there. Dupree getting excited. Zipmix will catch out the lurk. That was Pasha. Now he's caught in a crossfire, so Bialy is down, but then Taz still up on boost, and Neo pushing in through A main. He's going to be able to pick off Cajun. So, just like that, full control here for Virtus.Pro, and it's all down to Zipmix, the clutch player himself, but it really doesn't favor him, especially when he's going to be facing 2 players at the same time.
And here we go, boys. This is what we needed.
The comeback is real.
You know they're going to force play, though. Of course they are.
Whatever do you mean, Henry?
These guys are like the Deagle masters, right? They've got so many strong Deagle players on their team, and I actually don't mind this. On Cash, especially. I've seen Dupree do some really dirty stuff on this map.
That's why he's like one of those players like Nico, where I don't mind him necessarily going for the Deag and like the pistol. Just like, somehow he always seems to find something.
Let's see what they can do this time. They normally favor towards middle, like boosting one player up. Device is going to be boosted up, but it's going to be Neo. It takes down KGB to open it up. And Device just hoping someone walks into his crosshair here.
Yeah, but Taz has got so much experience playing short. He shouldn't fall for this. He's playing it very carefully, very safe.
I just really wanted to die, I'd say.
Like the perfect setup, right? He's got so much experience. There's no way that he falls for this.
Well, it's looking like they're cleaning this up pretty nicely so far. No real pressure applied from Astralis there. Going to be 2 players remaining. Zipex and Carrigan just left the dance on this A-bomb side. The bomb is going to be in T-spawn as well, so not signing a single frag. It's not going to amount to much. And we have the 3-0 we wanted, and potentially a game on our hands here.
Yeah, I mean, let's hold our horses here.
No, I'm ready.
Let's hold our horses here.
Right now.
Not calling the 3-0 just yet.
They're going to have Glocks.
They won.
You can't lose the Glocks.
Dude, Astralis won a round where they only had P250s and Glocks and stuff on the last map.
Well, they got 1 Tech 9 this time.
A Tech 9's on Cajun B. Now, if Cajun B dies, then it could go to Device or Kerrigan, somebody who's actually going to do something with it, right? Oh, no, it actually body blocked. That is about as bad as it gets with an HE. If it misses them and goes behind them, it's not a problem. The HE it actually probably does minimal damage, but the fact that it gets body blocked and lands right in the middle of all 5, that was a money nade.
Well then, we go into the first gun round. 5 AKs. Neo to step up the AWP. We'll see where he'll be heading to. And it's an auto sniper coming off Pasha as well. He can run with the auto sniper. We see it on Cobble against Envious. He was pretty strong with it. But is this the right situation? Time will tell. Neo going towards B with the AWP, and it's actually a very fast A attack coming in from Astralis here. Going to be setting himself up for a quick execution, I'd say. A couple of basic smokes. Flashbang comes out and try and smother the bomb site.
No, it comes down to whether they actually have the execute. There we go. There's the flash to force Pasha off the angle. Another flash on the forklift. Dupree and Kerrigan getting the entry kills, and Pasha's still hanging around here. They have no idea.
There it
They
is.
line up. But now they know exactly he should have lost the element of surprise, and he's going to be able to pick up the third. Yes, he will. That donates the bomb. Device through the smoke will get the spray. Luckily for him, that bomb didn't get dropped up on Big Red. But he loses his teammate in the mix, so can Device clutch again? That's the question.
He's got ample time here to plant the bomb. Got to be going a little bit more aggressive. He needs to find something out of this, but reasonably
Odd plant, though. That is not a good plant.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't really do much with that. It gives City still got full cover, haven't they? So.
And then he goes away from it as well. That is not a main plant. Is he trying to mess with their heads if they see that plant?
He's messing with my head right now, but...
Well, Snacks has got this guaranteed in the bag pretty much. What's up, bro?
Yeah, you're right. That was a weird plan. Like, if you're going to, like, while you're planting, you're exposed anyway. You might as well just do it out fully in the open, right? Like, and give yourself something to work with. But there it is. It's going to be round number 4 going in favour of VP, and slowly but surely getting themselves back into this. The money's okay for Astralis. They could get AKs and a reasonable amount of utility, but that was actually their round all over, right? Pasha just in a quad and finds 3 kills, like spinning around with an auto sniper and is getting shots through smoke and boosting people, and it's actually a little bit lucky they survived that round, but they did it, and that's the kind of plays you need to stay alive in this sort of manner.
Absolutely, but at least they're making it close, right? Two guys survive, so again, VP not going to really be able to build that fat stack of money. So that's what we need to worry about here is basically, or if you're Astralis, right, you're thinking, okay, if we can win a round, then VP, they're going to be low. They just have to keep these rounds close. If they keep losing, it's fine if they keep losing, just so long as it keeps turning into like 1v1, 2v2 situations.
Yeah.
So VP are never able to actually just go, okay, we can full buy for days now, and we don't have to worry.
Well, we still have that auto sniper orb tag team combo going on for the Polish squad here. And it's looking like smoke's coming in from Astralis, but they've got players towards middle with the bomb as well. It's like Zipex is trying to work a pick here. And Dupree on the other side of the map, he's going to be getting mid control as well. So he's trying to push the CDs back a little bit, maybe expend some of their grenades. As Dupree does get control of mid, with Taz waiting for him though.
Yeah, that's the bait from Taz. And he's just going to lose the fight straight up. Neo, he's going to flash himself partially. That's a little unfortunate. And now we have to see, can Dupree find this angle? Device in the meantime takes out Bialy. That's over on the A site. The Pasha auto sniper comes into play, but Kerrigan's there to trade frag effectively. And now we're into that 2v2. And there's still a man in mid, and that is Dupree. And he's going to buy a lot of time here, but it's not going to matter. Neo takes out his teammate.
You can just defuse it.
Yeah, full defuse. Nothing in the world that Dupree can do, unfortunately for him.
Well, he can get the kill. He can't even get that. PT50 takes him down.
Nice curse.
This is the problem with Astralis' T-Side, right? They come so close to winning these rounds. When I've seen them win T rounds, they're just relying on Dupree to go for massive clutch situations. That's actually how they get themselves into the games. It seems like they can't actually lock down a certain player on the A bomb side. It always seems like they have good entrance to it, and then someone just locks them down fully, and they can't actually do much about it. But Dupree has dropped out, I think.
He has, actually. Is it the sound bug again?
Yeah, that sound bug. It's cool that every update we get this cool little maybe.
Well, at least they fixed the AMD graphics card thing, because that was pissing
game
me off.
breaking, right? So
because I have a Tiger Tooth. Tiger Tooth turns into Mustard Tooth if you go like into medium on the shaders.
Okay.
Right? Not cool. Really not cool.
What was the AMD bug? Is that the one you could see you didn't get smokes, or?
No, it's the one where your game just died.
Oh, cool. That's a nice feature.
Yeah. So your game would just you would leave CS, and it's like, okay, cool. I can't actually play the game right now.
Oh,
but they fixed it pretty quick, so.
Okay. No, I haven't. I missed all of this, but I'm kind of glad by the sounds of it.
I hear like the latest thing is to just get more RAM. Apparently, that'll unlock a few frames if you can have like a lot of RAM.
Okay, top tip.
I don't know.
It's going to be on Reddit soon.
But it's cool because I get home, I have a great internet connection. I'll be able to download some more. Be fine.
Okay. Download all the RAM. Let's go on one of those websites. Hit the big green button.
Downloadmoreram.com, bro. I go there all the time.
Yeah.
Works out great.
PSA, do not do that. It is a joke. Please do not break your computer. Anyway, Dupree going very aggressive here. Through the smoke, flashbang comes in, and this is just more of the same. This is just kind of desperation, trying to finish it off as quickly as possible. Send one player through with a flashbang. There's 2 players waiting for him, lock him down. And all of a sudden, it's a 5-on-4 once again. Taz waiting, not facing the boost just yet. Device is just desperate for anyone to give him something here.
Yeah, again, Device with this boost play. And he was actually, that was Dupree actually the last time who managed to get around and take out Taz, but just straight wall bang actually. That is Zipnik's getting caught out a little bit, it seems. But that's over in Squeak, so on the other side of the map. There's the shoulder peek from Kerrigan. Spots out the Taz is close. And now Device is going to be getting ready to pounce. We'll see if Kerrigan can try and set something up for him. There it is. The flash, the spray, and Device completely fluffs it. Kerrigan is there for the trade frag again. But it is going to come down to the high-pressure situation here on the B site because Cajun B is about to come and knocking.
Well, he needs to do something with this. He has made his way towards checkers, and the problem is, as CTS push, these timings are insane. Like, Snacks is they're just not detecting each other whatsoever, and it works out in his favor in the end. He takes the bomb down as well. Cajun B, he's just going to try and use the element of surprise here. Like, they know that he's, like, kind of hidden behind the enemy lines here.
They have no idea that he's here.
Okay, and all of a sudden, this actually becomes pretty viable. The CTs are towards upper. Neo's the one who's got the element of surprise this time. He does take down Zipex, and he should be able to get the second one here as well, but he can't. It's going to be a 1v1, a massive round here. And put Astralis one step closer. 17 seconds remain. Bialy rotating in. Occasion be wasting valuable time here. Now he's in trouble. I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. Like, when you get that kill, you should at least go onto the bomb site and see what the reaction is, and then as soon as you find out where he is, get some cover, get the bomb down, and then you're in clutch. He's just walking around in the open until 10 seconds remains, and then he has no choice but to run around and just be an elephant.
But he had a smoke. Why didn't he smoke CT?
I don't know.
Or smoke anything. I don't know. Smoke halls.
Smoke anyway.
Smoke anything. I don't know. Like, maybe if you put that smoke down, it gives you just a little bit more time rather than having a face check. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, just an odd situation there, unfortunately, for Cajun B. If Astralis are somehow capable of losing this map,
I told you that T-side, man. It's a little bit ropey.
Your source argument just goes out the window completely. You realize that these guys are like the poster boys for you.
No, Envy isn't the poster boys. So
sure, you say what you want.
They're all source players. Anyway,
you don't get to pick and choose, Henry.
3-on-3, and in the fourth buy, it looks like Astralis have managed to get the bomb down. The Pasha should be able to bring the retake in pretty efficiently here, and it's going to be a pretty simple cleanup. And we bring them to 39 now, step by step. Similar. How do you eat an elephant? It's piece by piece. Yeah.
Nah, eat them whole.
Yeah, is that what you do? You've definitely
mind over
got
matter.
a big enough mouth for a dude, so I'm sure that's a possibility.
Yeah.
7-0.
I am at a loss. I'm really honestly wondering how this is happening.
Because
well, I
they
mean,
thought it was a done deal, right? They just thought, wow, we're going to get around eventually. We'll do this. And then that Pasha round from Quad, that was the one they should have been winning, and that was probably the end of the game. But he steps over that one. And now this is where Astralis we'll start to see they're not really that good on the T side of Cash, and they actually struggle a little bit with their executions and unable to take down the crossfires. And
do they not have like a single default kind of smoke
to
go for?
They do, but they rely very heavily on the boost towards middle and someone opening it up with a pick. Then they go into these executions. They don't really have a heavy B play. They don't have the kind of plays like someone like GT will do, like all the Molotovs raining on the bomb site and smoking off everything perfectly. They don't really have that. They've got the mid plays. They have got an execution, but apart from that, like I said, they're relying on players like Dupree to win like 2-on-1s and stuff. That's what they're kind of hoping for.
No, a real tough situation. They had no way of knowing just how effective that push was for the A site, where Virtus.Pro like literally rotated 4 players over to A. They could have walked out onto B and had just had to deal with Neo. But instead it's going to be Snacks catching out Cajun B, so they're just going to walk in one at a time, it looks like here, Astralis. And that's not always like the most efficient way to go about things. That's not usually the best way to handle it. Kerrigan is going to get a double kill though, and Dupree is there to help. So that brings it back to a 3-on-3 at least. Do they have a smoke for upper? They have a flash for upper. They're low on the utility right now, and the bomb carrier gets dropped, but then Device with the wallbang headshot onto Taz. And this is now a 2-on-2. Pasha on high. And now, can they actually figure out that the second man is going to be coming through vents? That is going to be key. It's all on Device now to realize that he is exposed.
He's ready. He's scoping up, but he's going to be going for a more passive position now. This is the shot that counts, and he actually manages to land it this time. Pasha went massive with the auto side, but can he do it with the AWP? Going to be flashing in, smoking himself off for a little bit of cover here. Dupree's ready though. They seem to make sure they play together here. You can't have 2 1-on-1 situations.
Oh, and this is clever. This is clever, trying to make use of headshot. Those steps, that's giving it all away. Point blank shot onto Dupree, but the bomb is planted for Device. And Pasha should be able to handle this for days. Instead, he's just going to go for the pros. Don't fake play. He's going to go for the straight defuse. Does Device not peek?
He got it. He got it. It's fine. Astralis won. It went down to like 1 second, I think.
That was past 1 second. That was way too close.
I thought that, yeah, that was definitely like 50-50, but finally Astralis get around the board. You see what I mean? It comes down to these crazy clutch situations where it literally could go either way, and they finally get the round. It's going to be...
That's what's also... Look at this. I mean, because of how close these rounds have been, VP still don't have any money. They still don't have a bank. It's a force buy. It's a lopsided force buy.
And that's a little bit of pressure off Astralis, at least, after losing so many. You're right, it has been very close rounds indeed. And we go into number 9 here, and they've got 2 pistols, a UMP, and they're trying to do the counter boost here. It's effective as well, and this is going to be so fast. They're not going to see this coming whatsoever, but somehow he only gets one. Carrigan takes him down. That was so smooth. But Pasha going to be reacting straight away. He should be able to find this frag. A little bit of a slow reaction, but does take down KSB. And God, I love it when people do that kind of creative stuff like that.
We were just talking about that yesterday, right? The run boost and get up onto... I mean, that is sick.
Yeah, that's really smooth.
Yeah, that was really cool by Snacks. Well, let's see. There's the shot. That's a dig from Neo, so a little bit of information there gained for Dupree. But they need to go as a unit, Astralis. Stop this like lurk thing where everybody walks in one at a time. What is this? This isn't even like fundamentals. You're forgetting everything. Kerrigan, he's going to be able to come in and take out Neo. But still a man advantage here for Virtus.Pro. And there's going to be a backstab coming in. He has to realize that somebody's close. And yes, that nade gives it away. Kerrigan, he hears it hitting Pasha, and so Pasha's trap not going to play out, but it doesn't matter. Astralis still find a way to lose a round.
You're absolutely right, though. Like, the fact that they're all just like facing one by one, they're not... Well, we talked about the buddy system so much in the last game, right? And we feel like they're so good at this. They're brilliant at going in every situation, making sure it's unwinnable for the CTs. They had like 2 pistols, a UMP, 1 M4. They make this situation a 4-on-4. Why are they not just staying together and just doing something very simple, getting into the bomb site, taking advantage of that equipment they've got, and then just walking into certain positions by themselves?
I'm literally going to go tell them, you know, watch your Scandinavian brothers Fnatic play a few games and learn how they play with the buddy system, because that is why Fnatic never lose situations like that.
I told you, man, even 13-2 is not enough at this stage.
No, I mean, seriously, if Astralis lose this map, man, I mean... Get out of here, Matt. Denmark is definitely Scandinavian.
Yeah, of course it is.
Nobody might, you know, like maybe nobody understands what they say, but they're definitely part of it.
Well, VP clearing up here. These are pretty much full eco coming in. For the Scandinavians.
I don't even.
Is this triggering you, this game? Getting you?
Of course you're wrong. I live in Sweden, bro. At least I know that. Sorry, you got this is a
private conversation.
One-sided conversation happening here. But I've got the producer saying, you know, like, well, Astralis are not, you know, Denmark's not part of Scandinavian somewhere. I'm just like, no, they don't speak the same language pretty much as Norway and Sweden, and, you know, like.
Anyway,
they make great bacon though.
Device with the AWP. No AWP or auto sniper for VP. Their money's still not really been rectified here. Mag 7 for Pasha. Where's he going to be playing from? He's actually just on the A-bomb side, just chilling on behind red container there. And let's see how Astralis approach this one. They'll be presumably trying to work a pick with Devices or boost it up once again. It's pretty much their go-to play, and he gets a nice easy shot this time. Gifted a shot from Stacks there, and given the 5-on-4 advantage as well. This should be it now. This should bring Astralis 2 map points, you'd assume. This would be a difficult situation for them to throw away, but let's see what they can do with it.
That timing worked out perfectly as well. Taz was just a split second too late, peeking there to support Snacks. So really, Device, he hit that timing perfectly, flawlessly. And now let's sit back and enjoy watching Astralis walk into crosshairs one at a time. Now, wait, hold on. They're grouping up a little bit.
Yeah.
They're grouping up a little bit.
They're thinking about it.
They're thinking about it, but then they're like, wait a second, 2 players together are stronger than just one?
No way.
Fascinating concept, but now let's see if they can actually execute onto this A side. There we go, moving in as a unit, and there's an effective trade frag. Everything falls into place for Astralis, and that was a very well done play there on the A side. Just that was it. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
They didn't walk in one at another. They're just instantly together, moving as a unit.
Simple.
Zipmix dies, but that's fine because Kerrigan's right on top of him, and bam, gets the trade frag immediately.
Well, there it is, and that's actually pretty detrimental for VP. You can see, they will have enough money to buy an extra round, but it won't be pretty. Going to have like 3,500 average on the board, I think. So we'll see what they can do with this. But Neo definitely needs to save his M4 to kind of boost up that economy a little bit here. But like you said, Astralis said, nice fundamentals going into the bomb site. And I can't believe the scoreline right now. We had a 13-2 first half, and it's VP clawing their way back. But unfortunately now for them, Astralis do hit map point here. If you're just joining us, this is the second map in this series. VP did get completely trounced, I would say, on overpass with 16-3. And it looked like it was going to be more the same here, but it's a very convincing comeback. Currently 9-2 on the second half.
And they're not out of it yet, quite yet, because they can still afford to get some rifles on the board here. Virtus.Pro, they can get that AWP up on Neo, so it's not as dire as the round before, where it was like 2 rifles, then some pistols. No, they can actually they actually have some firepower here. So it is not beyond Astralis to still find a way to throw this. It is absolutely possible.
It's only 4 rounds required for the CTs here. It's another big round coming in. Device making a pick towards A main this time, not boosted up towards middle, but Snack's getting a little bit aggressive here in B store. He's trying to work out if he can hear any footsteps. And it's going to be Dupree with a lovely shot somehow through the smoke, finds him.
I must have just spotted him jumping up there.
Yeah,
right
I
on the
guess
edge.
so. Like, he was very confident in his spray there.
But that is it. I mean, now they have the man advantage, Astralis. Same thing as the last round. Take your time, pace it out, group up, and move on to a site as a unit. This is all that has to happen at this point. We might see Zipnix go for a peek over by Squeak. We'll see if he tries to use that as a diversion to draw attention to himself over on that A site. Because Virtus.Pro, they've kind of spread out now. Bit of a catch-all approach, trying to cover all the different points. And there we go. The shot coming in from Pasha. Dropping Device down to about 60 HP. And now, yeah. Still very patient play coming out here from Astralis, actually.
Well, they're waiting for the reaction. This is one of the classic maps. Site does too. As soon as you use the frag on the site, you can like flash into A main, you can try and get some intel, maybe try and pick up a frag, push squeaky door. They kind of see whether the reaction is coming in, but so far, VP not giving anything away. Now they'll be boosting into the vents. And this could be very interesting as Device is there, but somehow gets away with it. Gets dinged, but drops down at the perfect time and gets away with his life. Neo, on the other hand, is going to be reacting here. Could find a couple of frags towards Avemba, stuck in a horrible position, but capitalizing. He's going absolutely massive here. Gets a third as well. It's going to come down to a 2-on-1. It is in favor of VP. As I say that, Taz finds the frag, and we go down to another one-on-one situation. Can he do it? What do you think?
Fantastic round, and what a fantastic performance from Neo. That was incredible.
Crazy scenes.
I mean, Astralis, they're trying to rush down the opper, but he just times it perfectly. So every time he comes back, he can pull the trigger. And now, I mean, you've got experience versus one of the very best clutchers in the world right now. Zipnix still alive here for Astralis. He's got the smoke and the HE. And that HE, once Taz gets up on that bomb, that HE can come into play. That could be a lot of damage going into Taz's face. And Taz, he's starting to run out of time. He doesn't have that kit. So it is going to come down to the tap and pray, and not this time. Again, Zipnix delivers for Astralis.
Well then, it was a little bit more of an interesting game than we kind of expected after the first half. 13-2 there. We saw just Astralis locking down that CT side time and time again. They looked incredibly strong there. They had like double ops and all over the place, and it was just like phenomenal stuff for them. But as soon as VP go on the CT side, they arrive as well. They win the pistol, they go aggressive, they get the first couple of kills, and that just starts building them up. And I said Astralis were going to struggle on their T side there a little bit.
You're right, though. I mean, it just seems so disjointed what they had going for them. Like, everybody just kind of splitting up. Problem is, if they kept getting picked off, I mean, VP...
It's one of those maps we just don't... In traditional tournaments, obviously, had the veto system. This is a map they kind of avoid going forward. And, like, in these kind of leagues where, like, especially like stuff like PGL, they were kind of forced to play these maps and stuff. So it's when we saw it come out.
It is a risk because, if I'm not mistaken, right, you get ban, and then the last 3 maps are randomized, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the veto process here.
So this is your home, you tell me.
Matt, confirm? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I mean, that is the thing. So it's I guess because we saw VP that bite them in the ass basically last week when they allowed Dust 2 to be one of those 3 maps.
Yeah.
And then it's like lo and behold, it's like when Cobblestone was first put in. You know, Cologne.
Sure.
It was
The
just like
randomizer.
every map was Cobblestone somehow. Well, this time around, it looks like Astralis got caught by that. Cash, yeah, they were not looking good on that T side for sure.
They come out 2-0 though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
okay. Like VP looked very weak tonight. They did show some sort of signs of life there. They're on boot camp right now. They're still trying to fight back and show, even after 13-2, they can still kind of almost get back into it. It came down very close, 1v1. If Taz had won that would have set them up for another couple of rounds potentially. Could have been something to work with, but that's going to be our second series done for tonight. You look like you've got something to say.
It's a really idiotic thing to say, right?
Okay, well, probably don't say it then.
Yeah,
Should we just go to break?
We're just going to go to break. Save myself the embarrassment and you guys the cringe. We'll see you guys in a minute.